Hello everybody and welcome to my review of the SQ9 HD camera. As you can see, this is a very small camera. It's hard to emphasize how small it is. It's just absolutely tiny and very light. It's made of hard plastic, high quality plastic, and out of the box it comes with a few accessories. First, the charging cable. This is not a standard cable. This is some kind of micro USB with audio video cable, and you just plug it in here and connect this end to the computer, and you can download the photos. Now, from my experience, the download of the photos is very fast. I'm using a class 10 16 gigabyte SanDisk Ultra micro SDHC, and it's very fast. There was no problem connecting the camera to my computer running Windows 7 64 bits. The computer recognized the camera right away. No drivers were needed to install it, and the file transfer was really fast, about 8 megabyte per second. Now, another accessories that come with the camera is this clip. You just clip the camera here, and you can wear this camera on your glasses or your shirt. This is, I guess, for a car mount or something. I don't know. And this is just some wire to carry it around like a camera. Now let's go over the camera itself. It has an on-off button and mode button. Those here are the infrared flashlights, so the camera can take pictures and video in entire darkness. This is the camera microphone, this little dot here, if you can see it. Here is where the trans flash goes. The SD card goes like this inside. And then you can turn the camera on. You just press the on-off button for a few moments until the light go on. Alright, it made a short flicker, and now it says it's ready. The camera has a few modes. This is the ready mode, and when the light is blue, it's steady blue, it means that the camera is ready to record on 720p video. If I press the mode button here, the color changes to blue and red, which means the camera will now be ready to record on 1080p. Another press on the mode button means that the camera is ready to take photos. So let's say that we're in a 720p. If we click the on-off button here, it will make a few flashes and turn off, and it's now recording video. Alright. If I want to stop the recording, I just press the on-off button once again. It's finished recording. Now I want to record a 1080p video. I press the mode button, and now I just press the on-off button, and now it's recording on 1080p. As you can see, while it's recording, there is no lights on the camera. And when to finish recording, I press here. If I want to take a picture, I press the mode button. It's now red, and each time I press the on-off button, it will take a picture. Great. Now let's go back to 720p. Great. In order to make the camera to turn off these LEDs, you have to press for about 2 seconds the on-off button, and it will turn on the LEDs without starting the video. It will just turn on the LEDs, and then you can start and end your video as you are used to. So I will press it for 2 seconds. Alright. The camera here is not sensitive enough to see those lights, but it's now the IR lights are now on. I will turn it off, the camera and the lights. Here I turned on the lights, and now I can turn off the camera by pressing about 5 seconds the on-off button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. It's off. It's now off. Now let's go over the pros and the cons of the camera. The pros are is that it is extremely small. It's hard to emphasize how small it is. Look at this banana connector. You'll see how small the camera besides it. It's so small and light. It's extremely light. It's made of very hard plastic, and it's extremely light. Light enough for my drone. I have a JJRC H22 drone, and I just mount the camera underneath it with some rubber, and it can fly about for half a minute with the camera. It's not much, but it's enough to take some nice pictures. This is a very small drone. It is a very hard to carry for him the camera, but it manages to carry the camera. Another pro is it is extremely durable. I flew it with the drone, and the drone crashed many times with the camera, and the camera, it's hanging underneath the drone, and nothing happened to the camera. The plastic is very high quality, and the camera keeps working. Another pro is this IR LEDs. It can record in full darkness. I made some recordings in full darkness. It's nice, but it's like a toy. Another pro is that it accepts 32 gigabyte 32 gigabyte transflash cards, which is pretty much enough. And another pro is the connectivity with the computer is very high quality, very high speed. I had much problems with previous cameras not connecting well, disconnecting, very slow transfer speeds. No, not with this one. This is great regarding anything that regarding the connection to the computer. When you connect the camera to the computer, you will see in the root directory in Windows or whatever, you'll see a text file that contains the date, and it contains in the end of the date, it contains a letter. It may be a big Y, and it may be a big N. And if there is a Y, the date and the time and the seconds will be imprinted on the video and on the images while the camera is recording. Many people don't like that, and it can be easily turned off. You just go to the file and change the Y to N, save the file, turn off the camera, and the next video will be shot without this annoying date and time. There is the user manual. As you can see, it says SQ9. It's in Chinese and in English. The instructions are very bad written. I can barely understand what to do with the camera after it, but after watching some videos of the SQ8 of the previous model, I managed to to understand how to use it. Now the main difference between this one and the SQ8 model is should have been that this model has 30 frames per second in a 1080p mode. And it seems it indeed has a much higher frame rate than the SQ8 in a 1080p mode. But in my opinion, I don't know, it's hard to tell whether its resolution is indeed 1080p or lower. And it's hard to tell if the frame rate is really 30 frames per second or maybe around 25, which is not a big difference, but you can feel the difference. I will show you some sample videos in a minute. Now let's take a look at the cons. The stills photos are not 12 megapixels as rated, as it says here. I don't know how much. Maybe around 2 megapixels, maybe 3, and I don't know. It's not enough. But this camera is not really usable for taking still pixels. I don't know why should anyone take still pixel pictures with it. However, the video, the 720p video and the 1080p video is really quite acceptable. Especially when we are looking at the very low price of these cameras, which can be found on eBay or AliExpress, and the video is quite good. And I know that for my tiny drone, he can't lift any, I don't know, any kind of a camera. It's this is but it can lift this camera. That's it. Now let's go to some sample videos, so you can see for yourself if the quality of the camera is suitable for your needs.